Welcome back, guys. Equity Podcast, Berek here, where we are helping you invest in yourself. I'm talking about rep shavers today and how to deal with them. Back in the early days of the gym, I was super strict with movement standards, points of performance, all of those things, making sure we're doing, all the reps in the proper way, proper amounts. And there are times that we need to and want to do that. And depending on the person, I will do that as well. There's also times where people are like, this person didn't do all the reps or this or that, whatever. Hey, those are no reps. And I would count people's reps every once in a while and make sure that they're doing it right. And over time, that became very tiresome. And what I realized was a couple things. First is I want to assume the best in people. If somebody ended up doing 8 reps when they were supposed to do 10, working out hard, I miscounted. It happens. I'm going to assume the best in people. And then on the other side of it, I'm like, what's the goal? Why am I here? Why am I doing this thing? And the reason that we do this, like I started with at the front, is to help people invest in themselves. We want to help. I don't care if you're fit in a month. I care if you're fit in 5 years and 10 years. We are trying to build longevity. We're trying to build health. We're trying to build fitness. We're trying to build hedges against sickness. Doing 8 reps versus 10 reps in the grand scheme of things is not that important. What I care about is that person is in the gym, period. How many people are just sitting on the couch doing nothing? I'd rather you do 8 reps than 10. So it's not a all or nothing. They're still getting something out of it. They're still moving. They're still doing work. And that's what we want. We want people in the gym getting better, becoming healthier, being able to live their lives, to being able to be fit for life, live their lives however they want. Every once in a while, what we'll see, and the other thing is, like, everybody's in a different place, right? People have different goals. People are in a different place in their journey, right? So if I'm worried about somebody else's score, or if I'm looking over during a workout and I notice somebody else isn't doing their reps, or I notice that somebody's getting off of the pull-ups faster than I am, what am I not doing? I'm not paying attention to me. I'm not paying attention to how I can be executing this workout to its fullest. I'm not giving it its full attention and focus. And that is the most important thing. In life in general, whenever you're doing anything, being able to give full attention and focus is the most important thing. It is the thing that all of their companies are trying to get, right? Yes, we have time. Time is a very valuable resource. What's even more precious is our attention and our focus. That is really hard to give. So give that during the workout. Give that during the warm-up or whatever you're doing. Focus on you. Why are you in the gym doing this? Are you doing it to beat that person? Are you doing it for just to be higher up on the leaderboard? Why are you in the gym? when you understand that why, all the other stuff can kind of float away. Why do I care about that person's score or where they're at? That's not why I'm here. I'm here to get better relative to me. I'm here to make sure I can carry Elle up the stairs every night. Well, not every night, hopefully, but that when she falls asleep in the car, I can carry her up the stairs. When Krista needs help moving around because of her knee, I can help her. That's why I'm here. Not to beat Sam, or Jared, or Jen. I'm here so I can keep kicking ass in my 90s. Or as long as I'm around. The next part is we have the goal, and that's was the first step for me, is like when I defined what we're doing in the gym, I started letting some of that strictness let go. If I have somebody who is in their 60s that's just in here moving around, do I care if they hit a full depth squat? In the short term, no. In the long term, yeah. Like I was literally coaching this morning and we had wall balls and I was like, hey, you got a little deep, you got a little deeper for me? And the athlete got a little bit deeper. The member got a little bit deeper. Were they going full depth? No, but they got a little bit better. And now next week, I'll try and do the same thing and slowly get that over time. But I'm not going to sit there and no rep her every time. That's not going to build a fun environment. That's not going to build her up so that she keeps coming back and that she's fitter in 5 years, right? That's not helpful. In the short term, yeah, oh man, I got her to full depth, in their 60s and full depth and awesome. We got to build up to that. Meet them where they're at, not where I'm at. And the next one is controlling what you can control. If you want a recipe for unhappiness, it is basing your happiness on things you cannot control. If you are in a bad mood when it rains, that is not good. You have no control over that. Why would you let that affect your mood? You have no control over what that person next to you is doing. If you get your happiness from being higher on a leaderboard, there's always going to be another leaderboard where you're at the bottom. You can't get your happiness from a leaderboard or for beating somebody else. You do not control those things. What do you control? You control your effort. You control what happens between your ears. You can control your integrity. You control your virtues. You control your response to events. You can't even respond you can't control what happens to you, but you can control your response to it. It rains. That's good. We need rain. That's how we get food. That's how my grass grows. That's how I can, when I have a nice lawn, I can go out there and play with Elle, and I have a good time, right? We need, by trying to control what other people are doing in the gym, that's just going to lead to unhappiness and frustration and resentment on our end. It doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter if they're doing half the reps, if they're no repping. Because that doesn't affect why I'm doing what I'm doing, and it's not going to affect my happiness. So, why, when we put this all together, understanding why we're doing these things, controlling what we can control, how do we deal with rep shavers? You don't. they're in a certain situation. Let's say they are shaving reps on purpose just so they can get faster. Like we just talked about, can you control that? Nope. Does it affect you? Nope. So that's how we deal with it, by letting it go. Just let it go. If somebody is doing something different, just let it go. Like, they might be doing a completely different workout. We do that all the time. Somebody has a bad back, they don't do burpees, right? They're doing something else. They might shorten the reps. Let it go. It's not important on the grand scheme of things. Control what you can control. Control your effort. Control your response to things that happen to you. And I think you'll find that that level of anxiety, that level of frustration will lower. As coaches, we assume the best in people. As people, I try to work from integrity, doing the right thing. I try to no-rep myself. You don't know if people are doing that or not, but doing those things, controlling on what you can control, is going to help with this. As coaches, we do our best to make people aware of the ranges of motion, to be aware of making sure that people are keeping account. But as I said at the beginning again, the fact that they're in the gym is the important part, because that is what is going to get us to our aspiration of helping people invest in themselves by creating a fun and inviting environment to work out and grow. That's what we're trying to build, a fun and inviting environment to work out and grow. And by not worrying about what other people are doing, that's going to make it more fun. By just seeing them doing pull-ups for the first time is going to be fun. By giving them a high five after. Like, man, I gave it all. I didn't even see what anybody else was doing. So, if you think somebody's rep shaving, it's not a big deal. Let it go. Focus on you. I hope this was helpful. If you agree, if you disagree, let me know. If you have any thoughts, let me know. This is something that I find really fascinating, the idea of controlling what you can control. And the only thing that we can really control is our response. Thank you guys. I hope this helps, and I hope you take action on some of this. Thank you. Cheers. Invest in yourself. Invest in yourself. Had a good thing and then ruined it there at the end. Cheers, guys.